Hello, everybody, awesome. And welcome to the virtual desktop experience. As always, I am James HCMJ, and a proud member of Destiny named Shroud.
With me, Tech Honors. Up above me is Kevin Hine. To my right, we got Mark Yonker.
Heck yeah.
It's us. We're here.
I'm gonna put these on just to make sure there's no little echo there. So hey everyone, how's it going? How are we looking tonight?
Look at this. FM Towns. Well, okay, but we've done FM Towns before, right?
We have.
Correct.
Yeah.
So now why don't you tell me what's different about this?
Well, what's different for one is that I haven't had the ability to hover a cursor over you guys for a while.
Yeah.
So this is really fun for me. I'm bugging Kevin over here. Look at him go.
Oh no.
Yeah, so today's interface comes to us from Mark. So Mark, why don't you talk a little bit about what we're looking at here?
Real quick, before you do, James, do you have some sort of like fan or
vacuum?
Saw, like a giant saw going around in the background?
That's not me.
My roommate is running a blender right now.
Oh, Seppi!
Oh, wow, thank you.
Seppi.
Lighting it up with that EDM
Thank you,
drop.
Seppi.
Thank you so much. And Seppi says, FM Towns forever.
Yes.
Yeah, so that was such a big donation that it's an EDM drop takeover. So
Did it actually play?
yeah, it goes.
Sounds like a blender.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, so that wasn't me, but thank you for thinking that it was me. Sounds like it was Kevin's roommate.
Yeah, it was Kevin's roommate the whole time. Guys, the whole time it was Kevin's roommate.
The whole slime. My parka is hanging off my door here. It keeps appearing. It kind of looks like there's orange slime oozing down the walls of my house, which is kind of fun.
Or somebody standing behind you.
It's the Orange Man.
Oh, hello, mister.
The Orange Man.
So anyway, so tell me about this smoothie. Or blender. What was in the blender?
This is a smoothie.
Mark's drinking a smoothie.
What you got there, Mark?
But I muted my mic when the blender was going. There's some turmeric in here, and ginger, and kale, and mango, and carrot juice.
Flashy.
Love you guys forever. Yeah, happy birthday, George Clinton. And where's the R23X fan club? Question mark. So
everyone wants to know about your lifestyle, Mark.
Great points and great questions here. You talk about that for a moment while I get something here.
My smoothie ingredient Patreon will be launching soon. Okay, so this. Oh wait, we're talking about FM Town. Sorry, I'm running on a sleep deficit here. But so this was the very first OS that we did. There's like a Fujitsu computer called FM Towns. There's a bunch of different models. I'll let Kevin elaborate on that for like 40 minutes in about 1 minute from now. But it's like a Japanese gaming high-performance computer series, and the very first Neo Gaia we did was I photoshopped the OS. What is it called? FM Town OS or something? Yep. And I wanted to revisit it because we've been doing this for like 30 episodes and we're running out of ideas, honestly. But also,
ideas.
Feels like 30 years. But we've run out of OSs, and I don't think we did it justice the first time because we were just testing the waters. And I sort of looked into the OS, and we're in the CD player, which has a really, really beautiful interface that reflects the outside of the actual case of the FM Towns, which we'll look at pictures of in a sec. But it's like that's what it looks like on the outside, and there's like a graphic that shows when the CD is spinning, which is just really great.
And also, for the Neo Gaia boys, you can't hear, but Secret Glyph Puzzle by Peach and Plum is playing, which is some real kind of perfect music for this kind of interface. A real kind of proto New World there. So thank you, Tech, for that. We appreciate your work as Peach and Plum.
Thanks, Tech.
I've tried.
You tried.
I tried.
Oh,
Ed
thank
Junior.
you, Ed Junior, for the $3. Yo, what's up, James, Tech, Kevin, and Mark, digging the FM Towns layout. B. Thank you so much for that. And then there you see the guy trying to use the old Mac. We love that GIF. So thank you very much.
So this is all music themed this episode. So we're in the CD player, and soon we'll go to another music themed program that's in FM Towns OS because our show, believe it or not, is somehow related to music, or it once was. I mean,
we talk about it all the time.
We talk about music at the end of every episode, and we do all make music. That's, I'm assuming, why some of our viewers are here. But so this is our CD player.
Staff. Let's go around the room. What's your favorite staff or stave? Mine is definitely the C clef. It's movable. It's symmetrical, I think, and it's kind of pretty and it's easy to read. So C clef coming from James.
Kevin, what you got? Favorite clef?
Bongos.
Bongos is your favorite clef?
Bongos.
Bongos clef. Okay.
Bongos clef, sure.
Like a clef palette. Is what we're choosing
I was
from.
Say my favorite palette. No, probably the treble. Nothing but treble.
Good old, I mean, right? It's good old treble clef. It's like picking Mario in Smash. You know, sometimes you just want to punch.
It's like a big cursive S.
It also looks like the G in the Disney logo.
It looks like an S and a G, which stands for
Sega Games.
Sega Games. So, Mark, what's your favorite? Whatever we're talking about, staff.
Well, I like the staff with 5 lines. It's better than like 2 or 3 lines.
That's the treble one, Mark. I thought you were a music
Well, yeah,
fan.
we're doing our favorite clefs, technically. It's like the staff.
I thought you were talking about a staff.
Oh, like the staff of wisdom.
I was trying to make a joke.
Yeah. My favorite staff. My favorite staff is the 100% Electronica staff.
Oh yeah.
That's cute.
Look at that.
That's a nice looking staff.
That's the C clef there.
Looks like you could put that on your hands and bruise some street punks with it.
Kevin, what was yours again? Was it beans?
That was bongos.
Bongos, that's right.
Bongo clef.
Bongo clef. I'm gonna be Googling off air here.
Surely it exists.
Don't call me Shirley. Wait, what was Mark's again? Wasn't his just treble like mine?
No, I said staff like 5 lines, like a music staff that you would write a clef on and write music on.
Molotovich with the 1111 love Neo Gaia, and they got the R23X GIF.
Neo Gaia loves Molotovich.
We do.
Oh, yeah. Hey, James, can you crop the like thing to fit at the top there?
Oh yeah, I'll take care of that.
It's just kind of bugging me.
Oh my god.
This is a real picture.
I don't think it'll... Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah, this is
It's taken 3 days ago in my backyard.
I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that.
Everybody loves Rayman. Alright,
so yeah, nothing came up from Bongo Clef. Just a bunch of pictures of bongos and different people. So,
who's fooled? For a real answer, I'll just say bass clef because it's the only one I can actually like sight read.
All right, so Mark, we got treble clef, bass clef, and C clef. What's your favorite? It can't be one of those though.
I refuse to ansar.
I'd like some like John Cage squiggly line that means like whatever you want.
I distinctly remember in college, James and I would make jokes on our staff paper because we would sit next to each other because we're best friends, and we would draw brand new clef ideas at the beginning of staves. And I remember there was one called the Octoclef. Rainy
Cakes. Oh, this is my favorite stream right now. Sad there's no bongo clef. I feel lied to. We're gonna keep an eye out. I haven't given up yet, so thank you.
Thank you very much for the donation. But anyway, yeah, the Octoclef was a clef that I created that was looks like a cartoon octopus where the treble clef would be, and then you put some notes out, and then he wraps his tentacles around 8 notes. There's the bongo clef. There we go. Beautiful. But yeah, he tells you which notes you're allowed to play with his tentacles.
Octoclef Traveler.
So, Tech, in a folder in my basement, or in a box rather, I have all of my old folders and notebooks from that era when we went to school together.
Yeah.
Thinking, I'll go back and read these someday. But I bet you there's all kinds of funny notes and messages.
Probably all kinds of. Yeah. I burned all mine in a huge fire, just on the ashes. I'm kidding. I didn't do that, but anyway.
Sometimes I still say that thing from the Clerks cartoon show. Remember the Clerks cartoon, the highly problematic Clerks cartoon show from the late aughts, in which an angry customer declares, "I'm gonna burn this place to the ground and pee on the ashes." So I say that sometimes.
Pee.
What does the percussion? Is there like one for like where the X's for the notes for percussion? Is there a clef for that?
Oh, what a great question.
I should know. I'm literally like writing music day and night right now, but I just write it in MIDI and then I work with a copyist.
It's 2 lines.
The boom.
Like the pause symbol.
Yeah. Oh, this one's a.
Oh, it is. Oh, cool. I like that.
Mark's favorite.
All right, you did it.
My favorite one that I just asked about.
So, Mark, I am a little interested to hear about this music that you've been working on day and night. Huge fan of the R23X catalog and all of your award-winning soundtracks and game music. So, what is the world going to get next from you?
I'm working on the soundtrack with 2 other people to like a feature-length movie. It's like 95 minutes of music right now.
Nice.
Straight, and that's all the cues. The movie itself is 2 hours long.
Wow!
And this is like a movie, right?
It's a movie by Denver Jackson Cloudrise Pictures.
Denver.
Yeah,
buddy Denver, friend of the show, friend of Neo Gaia.
You know what they ought to make a movie about? The Titanic.
The percussion club. Oh, Splashy in the chat says new R23X, and no, I haven't really worked on anything R23X for a long time. But 2021, I'm hoping to do a new R23X thing. But
Sweet.
Tech,
I have remixes and I have collabs.
We're really unified in our thinking. So we were talking about GFs from Final Fantasy VIII earlier. You were talking about them here, and I was thinking about, or you were talking about Final Fantasy VI, but I was thinking about Final Fantasy VIII. But I thought it was about 6 at the time. We straightened it all out, but same moment, right? And like just yesterday or the day before, I was looking at a bunch of Titanic stuff on the internet. No joke. Just like Fighting Islands.
Fighting Island.
Rest in peace, Bongo Clef. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Fighting Island.
It's like Bongo Cat performing
Fighting Island.
Bongo Clef.
Fighting Island has a new album that has really amazing artwork. On the cover. Let's pull it up.
Why don't we check it out? But gee, how are we gonna do that? I guess we might have to enter. Oh, whoops. Have to enter Music World. You didn't see anything there. Wasn't up to any misdoings there.
Misdoings.
So here in Music World, we can open a browser though. Yes, people often search for Bilbo, Keely, Dragon, and Sauron. So Fighting Islands, I guess that's just on Bandcamp?
Yeah. There it is. There it is.
Oh,
right
yeah.
over
I saw
I
this on
haven't
Twitter.
listened to this yet, but I
saw
saw
this
the
on
art.
Twitter.
I have not heard it either, but
Incredible.
yeah, look at this artwork.
Looks like an old Tenjin game. This also titillated me on the internet.
It's just so cool.
So good.
Beautiful.
So we're all going to go to fightingisland.bandcamp.com and check out this album. And that is what could happen to you if you donate to this stream.
Paid promotions. You can be on our playlist for only PayPal friends and fan.
Yes, thank you,
$3.
Fighting Islands. But serious shout out to you because you're cool and we appreciate you very much.
Good shout. We love you, EJ.
What else was I supposed to look up, Mark? Didn't you put something else on my reading list here? The FM Towns.
Let's just look up what the case looks like so you can just get an idea of what that CD player was representing.
So amazing.
Oh God, it's so gorgeous. That vertical CD drive, like a 20th anniversary Mac. That's just so hot. And then this all-in-one unit with the CRT. So Kevin, what's it gonna take to put you behind the wheel of one of these today?
I mean, I've they had one of those at Beep last year, and I was like looking at it, and like, you know, I probably spent a good hour in my head thinking of like ways that I could get it back, and all of them were just kind of like out the window when I saw the Marty. This easier way to get it back, but I still really just want either that all-in-one unit or the vertical tower. The bad thing about the all-in-one unit is when the tube dies, you're kind of SOL. Not a whole lot of people that know how to work on those.
Let me ask you
But the
this.
great tower, there's plenty of people that know how to replace the capacitors and like keep it, maintained and such.
Let me ask you this. Is there productivity software for the FM Towns ecosystem? Is there a word processor? Is there internet connectivity?
I don't know about internet connectivity. There might be some a really basic dial-up browser. So
you could write a novel. You could write letters. You could. I bet you there's a spreadsheet program, right? You could manually track your Patreon and Bandcamp subscription. So you could do productivity, sort of businessy things. I mean, so it sounds like this is a business expense that you can write off, so it's free. For those of you who don't own a business, anything that you buy is free. It's really cool. So that's A. B, you could actually use this as a serious work machine. It could be something that you're touching daily.
Yes.
Is what I'm hearing. Okay.
Absolutely.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and look this up on Yahoo Auctions.
There's a boxed one on there right now for about $600 USD. I've been looking at it for months.
That seems reasonable.
Do you look at it every morning?
Not every morning, but usually, around 6 o'clock in the morning when I'm still up and just looking at Japanese auction sites I do almost every night.
$600 ain't bad considering the CRT this thing has, because I've seen it in person, and folks, it is brilliant and beautiful. The colors on it. It's that really crisp, sharp, tiny action CRT that you get when you go to Beep that touches you inside. What if I think pictures from
the shipping would be a little bit more difficult because, ideally I would have Josh buy it and then I would PayPal Josh to ship it to me. But that's where things get complicated.
What about boats?
You could put it on a boat, but you might get it and find that it's just full of water and dead fish and squids and stuff.
What if
freight shipping is expensive too?
If you ship things by land and sea from Japan, they usually use a trebuchet or kick it they get a long distance runner to kick it across a field before it gets to you. So it's not the best way to ship fragile goods.
Tech is really bored. He's reading the chat, spacing out. He might be playing Final Fantasy 14. No, I'm just kidding. He doesn't play that.
No, I don't play that. I'm just wanting some people in the chat to shut the fuck up.
Oh, what are they talking about?
They keep saying that your mic is muted because the little icon's muted, but I know
It's been like that for 30 episodes, folks.
30 years now it's been muted.
You want to hear what happens when I unmute it? This is your punishment.
Oh God, don't do it.
It might not be bad, honestly. I don't know. It's bad for me because now I can hear
You hear yourself twice.
myself twice, and it's one of those things that's hard to back up. So there, I'm unmuted.
Whoa, yeah.
We're good.
Okay.
So that's another tier. If you want to donate, you can get unmute James' second.
Unmute James.
This-
So for
OBS
those of
is
you unfamiliar with
flickering a little bit.
how the Skype is set up, we use one Skype window to basically screen share the OBS layout. And then that's the Skype window that James's mic is routed through. And then James Skypes in from another computer to get him on the screen in the Skype window so that he can put it in the OBS. It's all very complicated.
And then the audio that the folks at home hear is actually coming from a microphone that's a part of my computer that the Skype bros cannot hear. So they're hearing me through a different microphone than you are at home, and that's how we have it set up. You'll remember Kevin's season, he went out of his way to get a $1,000 microphone so that he would sound razor sharp, crystal clear, and all of us would sound like butt. Just kidding, it wasn't $1,000, but he did sound really good.
Whose season is it now?
Now we've entered the season of forever, where it's just look, I'm gonna keep running it from my computer because I have it all set up and it's fine. And I think that if everyone just pitches in, let's just keep it going.
The first 3 seasons were beta testing. Now we're in the alpha testing. Now we're in the beta testing.
Now Tech, I would put it to you.
Testing.
I would put it to you, Tech. I want to see a Tech OS. I want you, and whenever you can, whenever you're ready, I think it would be really special, and I can set it all up in OBS and everything. If you just, sketch out what you imagine the stream might look like, and then using the knowledge that you have, create something that approaches that. And so even if it's totally whack, that's even better kind of situation.
Okay. How about this? I actually came up with something a long time ago. A new sort of browser-esque thing. And I'm going to try and find it on my Facebook, and then I'll link it to you. And then you can pull it up, okay?
I'll tell you what, Tech. If you draw the OS on paper with a pencil and snail mail it to me, I'll scan it in the computer and make it a real layout in OBS.
I wasn't trying to attack you, Tech. I was just curious.
I'm being 100% serious.
Okay.
So you don't have to emulate something that already exists or have some clever. Tech OS. That's your prompt.
Okay.
I don't see two Liberans.
Well, look, I'm gonna send you this, okay? I'm gonna send you this, and we're gonna take a look at it because this is good content, okay?
Okay.
I'm gonna send it to you via the group chat real quick. You should be able to just go straight to this Facebook link, and then
Papa John's OS.
This was an idea, and now some of it might be dated. This was an idea that I had apparently November 19th, 2010. So 10 years ago.
The Jimmy John's spread.
Oh, I remember this.
Ohio.
I remember this.
Dated Ohio.
Yeah, I posted my 2010 top 20 albums of the year as a Facebook note. If you want to find out what my favorite albums of 2010 were, go and find my Facebook and check out my notes. It's in there. All right, so I'm going to share this.
Up.
Yeah,
you can pull it up in the browser.
Yeah, I don't want to log into Facebook.
Okay, I got you. Yeah.
Here, we're going to leave browser mode for this so I don't expose myself here.
Okay. I'll read it kind of as a pitch, okay?
Yeah, that's perfect.
I don't know how much of this is actually still good, but we're hoping it's pretty good.
You don't say super problematic stuff in here.
No, it should be fine.
All right. Okay, so we're going back in 10 years ago. So you never know. Standards change, people.
I lived with James at the time, but yeah, this was
happy
Black
birthday,
Midi.
George
Thank
from
you.
Black Midi. Thank you.
$3.
Thank you. Oh, and we get third impacts.
$3.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Sick.
so I invented something called Web 6.0. And yeah, this was my pitch for it. Okay, so here's the deal. Everybody seems like they're pretty into the internet. I mean, ever since the turn of the millennium brought about the dawn of Web 2.0, the whole world has pretty much hopped right on board. Heck, scholars and pundits alike are now even contemplating Web 3.0, right?
Whoa.
A lot to take in, right? But it got me thinking, what about the future of the net? I mean, it's a little down the road, but I know it's something I've been pondering for a while. More than pondering, I've been working on it. Over the course of the last 6 months or hours, I have been laying down the foundation of an idea so huge, so monumental, you won't remember what it was before you've never even heard of it. It's Web 6.0. So let's move forward here. Browsing the web. Web 6.0 will offer a new way to browse. Forget tabs, forget windows, think railroad cars. Web 6.0 will be exclusively usable via an all-new web browser called Aquarails. Aquarails uses a very complex and intricate folder system to determine which railroad cars will roll into view. These railroad cars will hold and temporarily store different websites, some that you frequent and some that you've never even seen before. And your virtual conductor avatar, you can choose between a red bull named Step or a regular type woman unnamed. Will slowly guide or roll the appropriate website into view.
Oh my god.
No more jarring screen changes between web pages. And with 3 different railroad speeds to choose from, Wish, Zen, and Trust.
Wow.
You can truly customize your browsing speed. Wow.
Wish, Zen, and Trust are all like web startups that have happened since this was written, by the way.
So you can use folder systems. Okay, music on the web. Let's go past that big paragraph. Music on the web. Downloading music is a hot button issue right now and in the future. As a way of combating piracy while still accepting a rapidly changing music culture, Web 6.0 will feature something called time droplets. Time droplets will convert the time you spend downloading or listening to music on the net into a new number using a base 12 Dewey Decimal percentage point formula. That new number will become the interest rate on your ISP bill.
Can you make this for next
This
week?
is like the Zune, like 3 days of 3. I think that this is like a jab at Microsoft a little bit here. This
Yeah,
is totally 3 days of 3 plays.
Oh, I see. The rate will then change monthly based on how much music you download or
That's
listen
not
to
bad.
each month.
That's not bad.
No more boring trips to the mailbox. Web 6.0 has surprises year round.
And yeah, that's kind of the Spotify model. You know?
Yeah.
Like the time droplets are like the 0.00001 cent that
Right.
we get paid every
I
time.
was really ahead of my time. How about web on the go? Scoot forward a little bit more. Want to go to the beach? You can with Web 6.0. Just grab the keys, pack up the car, and go. And take your computer with you. As an added bonus to having Web 6.0 on the go, Aquarails wirelessly syncs up with your GPS. Step or the regular woman will be coming with you on your real-life journey. And as a way of offering you customizability, at each intersection, you will be prompted to type or speak if you're using Web 6.0's wet voice. Or you can speak which direction you think is best. No more robotic voices telling you which way to go. You're free to decide.
Oh my god.
But apparently I only developed it for BlackBerry Torch, it looks like. But also, finally, it features e-signature forgery protection, RealD 3D wallpapers and Aquarails themes, games for pets, unisex message centers, email and e-female, USB softball.
Why are you tap printing?
HTMLX, that could be something real by this point. Virtual torrents and live voting.
Shit. Wow. That's that's a dark premonition tech.
Yeah.
Whoa, someone called Dominion, someone called the News Freedom Org or whatever the Republicans watch. Tech called it. His name's Tech, Big Tech. You putting the pieces together, folks?
This is amazing.
So this was that was pretty good 10 years ago.
Sincerely, Tech Honors. Yeah, there's a lot of content, and here we see a
I'd say
comment.
half of that is true today.
Comment from our friend Brian Baker says USB softball. Oh, someone's here typing a comment now real time. We're gonna close out of that just in case.
Yeah,
There could be anybody in there right now typing all sorts of stuff. We got our own chat in here. Come on, why I oughta. But that's good. Someone's gonna bump that, so you'll get a harvest fresh likes from that content.
So you need to draw it. You need to draw it and mail it to Kevin.
Is that like being drawn and quartered? Being drawn and mailed?
Drawn and mailed.
To Kevin. First they draw me, and then they send that picture.
Equip
that
you
they
in
drew.
chainmail.
Oh, that was a fun trip down memory lane. It's fun to think about.
Nice.
It's fun to remember things. What do y'all remember, huh?
I don't
We'd love
remember
to hear in
being
the
that
chat
funny.
what you remember.
I remember iced tea.
Hmm.
I don't like that. I don't like iced tea.
Wow.
I don't either. I'm not an iced tea fan.
I love a good iced tea, sweetened or unsweetened. Sign me up.
You too.
Like pre-made, or like.
Well, it's got to get made at some point. So.
Just suck on it.
You get your hands on it or after it will be made.
I like Postmate. Postmade delivered by Postmates.
Yeah.
Postmates. Postmated.
So I like to make the iced tea, and then you leave it out to evaporate in the sun, and then it gets dried, so you can store it in your cabinet for later.
Re-dried iced tea.
Yes.
Post-sweetened. That's a good one.
What about like brisk? That's what I don't like. You know. Like
Yeah, brisk isn't very good.
Mark's always here to pull us back into reality and keep us grounded, and we do appreciate that.
I do like a brisk morning walk from time to time.
with the tea.
Yes.
Kevin, are you a mod on fucking Twitch? On 100% Electronica
I think so.
channel? Can you fucking sign in and fucking Jesus Christ? Get the annoying person out of here.
I can.
Thanks.
So
Oh,
I
wow.
haven't been watching the chat.
I haven't
I've been
been
looking
watching
for
the
it.
chat at all. So
Yeah, I'm sorry. I've been looking for a picture. So
There's no mods in the chat.
Oh no.
I can't get it here, but
It happened the same. It happened the same on the Welcome to Dino Hour. I was like, there's no mods. I had to like sign in and do this whole thing. It was pretty annoying, but
you expect me to do my own modding?
I know, right?
What am I, a vintage
Price
video
sites.
game enthusiast? I kind of am, I guess.
Yeah, I think you are.
I was trying to find a picture of that FM Towns all-in-one unit, but I guess there's a great picture of one, so we don't need one that I took. I do want to go back into the Skype. Well, no, actually, I think it's time to debut another view that we have. So we have this
Another
incredible-
view?
Yeah, so we have this great Neo Gaia Fantasy 9 tracks, because there are 4 of us times 2 plus 1.
Yeah, sure.
And then this is half of the show length, and this is all great. And the green matches this. It's all perfect.
Every number makes sense. Everything on here is well thought out and makes sense.
We also, Mark's season really brought the production value of the virtual desktop experience, which I also just remembered today is a play on Virtual Utopia experience. I had like an aha moment where I remembered like my own clever joke, like, oh right, like Every Kiss Begins with K, last year, straight up.
Wow.
Last year.
That's when you realized the
I was like, oh right, the word.
Yes.
Anyway, we're in the
great
zone.
slogan.
We're in the comp zone. Where did we go? Where did we come
Oh
from?
my gosh. So
Look
beautiful.
at this. Yeah. Oh, Spotify vanished here. Get that back. We have some wonderful music playing here. Oh, I'm sorry. That's my bad. It should be like that. Here we go. So Mark.
That went on for a while, huh? I'm
Oh, it did.
scrolling up the chat history.
So shouldn't we have like something behind the green? Or
Oh,
like
you can't move the cursor outside of the screen, dude.
Oh,
That's
sorry. Yeah. Well, this is 4D. This is
breaking
like
the wall.
This is 4D chess, and the green
But
is
you're in
good.
green.
Oh,
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Whoa!
Oh, the Yeti!
Oh.
Oh, thank you.
Aw.
What's going on here?
DDS
Oh my gosh.
takeover.
It must be Glenn.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much.
much.
Thank you.
I think that
love
means that
you.
your Twitter arguments are over.
I'm the edgelord. Yeah,
Thank you
no.
so much.
Thank you, Glenn.
So the guys
God.
can't hear it, but when we get a donation of that size, it's DDS takeover mode, where it's the massive glitch takeover action. So thank you very much for that. Some much needed excitement injected into tonight's performance.
Wow. Well.
So everyone go to theyeti.com, buy some t-shirts, and support Mark and our friends.
Yeah.
We love the Yeti.
So
Yeah,
anyway,
actually, speaking of did we already show this off that we made like a plastic
acrylic?
action?
I don't
set?
think so. It came out at like a very strange point in time in my life, and I failed to promote it on any of my social channels.
Go to
Yeah.
theyeti.com/r23x.
yeah,
I feel
Kevin,
like
it's
a lot of
gotten
people
to the
just don't
point
know
where
about it.
I'm literally promoting you on my social media because I know that you're not active. So like, I made your Bandcamp announcement.
Yeah, Kevin is off.
Aw.
I was like, come on, someone on Twitter's got to see this.
Are you
know?
serious?
Yeah, I think you should at least promote
Maybe.
yourself, buddy. You know, you can use a third-party app where you can't see any of the stuff.
I
It'll
need to
just-
get that because I
Text and tweet.
several times have like opened the site and then I see all those red numbers on the side and I get like start feeling like I'm gonna have a panic attack and I just close the window.
I
I'm
send-
not sure
I
if
send
can
you,
ever
like-
engage
Oh,
in
whoops,
Twitter
that's not
or
right.
Instagram
What
like
is it?
ever.
You put the teddy, but it needs to be the
Oh,
Yeti.
oh, whoops.
The teddy. That's cute.
I think I got it. There it is.
I'll,
And then
yes.
/R23.
yeah. I'll like text Kevin like updates from Twitter once a week.
Uh-oh, we got something.
No.
Ooh.
The Yeti!
Oh, I'm
thank
all
you.
for offline
Aw.
Kevin.
Thanks,
Follow
Glenn.
your big
I'm
tool
all for-
dreams, friends.
Aw. I love you, Glenn.
Aw.
So here we are with some more wonderful crossover content here. Look how cool Mark is.
Wow, look at that text. That is so sick.
Mark, you really are like one of the coolest guys I know, like hands down.
Oh, that's
Really
nice.
beautiful. Look how great this is, everyone. Can we just? I like cookies. All right, come on. So walk me through this. What am I looking for here?
Click in the middle at Severe Mountain Path,
Oh, beautiful.
and this is from our Kevin Equip and my collaboration project called
I didn't even
Nameless
know
Readers.
about this. This is
So-
insane.
It's a new type of product that we've debuted at the Yeti called acrylic standees. It's kind of based off collectibles in Japan.
Yeah, these are big in
And,
Japan right now. They have these for like all the Final Fantasy games.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So we've Glenn and Mike at the Yeti sort of pioneered that. You know, they've really spearheaded technology to make this kind of stuff in the Yeti factory. So like, we did a test run with this product, and it turned out awesome.
Oh, what the
So-
fuck is it?
It's like, an acrylic stand that has an image
Standee.
printed on it. So yeah, here.
Wait,
it's-
can we stop on that one with the tiny little, like the next one, the next picture?
Yeah,
I
so
don't
these
know
are the
what- that-
pieces
that
you
one.
punch out. So the top here, that's the stand, and then this goes in the back, and then this goes in the front, and then this is like a
Dude.
bonus necklace piece or something it looks like.
That is sick as hell.
That is
get
really
the-
fucking sick.
Satisfaction of getting to like manually punch out each of the little
Yeah.
pieces and then put it together. And then it makes like a really satisfying like plastic squeaking sound when you press the pieces together.
But check out how cool this is. Click.
With the huge
Yeah.
cursor.
I'm
Maybe
gonna
we can
add
make a Death
more.
Dynamic
I want
Shroud one at some
5 of
point.
these in the cart. Well, that's fantastic. Also, Kevin, you had a big week. Whenever that was.
Did I?
I guess a couple weeks ago? 2 or 3 weeks ago?
What did I do?
You had a bunch of shit drop on 100% Electronica.
Oh yeah, the Curse
Oh. Just 3 vinyl releases, no big deal. So another beautiful Neo Gaia coming together. And it's funny because, you know, I gotta say, 100% Electronica, their methods work. Because I already own both Palace and Cursebreaker on vinyl. And then this dropped on the big stream, and like I was just overcome with FOMO. And I just like instantly, like I didn't even realize you could get Cursebreaker by itself. And like the Cursebreaker Gaiden, and that's the one that I really wanted. And so I just bought it all. And then was like, what did I just do? Like, oh well, I don't, it's good. Support my friends, but damn. But look how beautiful this package is. You get 3 of these.
Yeah.
These were $80. You get this. I love the vintage '90s video game ad. Palace in the Sky branding.
Magazine paper.
It's fucking beautiful. Beautiful stickers with friend of the show and DDS member Keith Rankin's incredible artwork, and just look at these variants. My God. Ugh, I'm gonna lick it. So yeah, I might sell my old copies.
Total in there, Glenn. Glenn's asking in the chat how many discs you got in there.
4 discs total.
Each Nissan sheet. Not bad.
4 discs.
So it's not only that big bundle, which is also beautiful, the beautiful software reissue, which is also really amazing.
Yeah,
it's incredible.
White vinyl.
But yeah, those are
white vinyl.
They're up there by themselves too. So you have the Palace, Dream Palace in the Sky 2X LP on this cute variant, and then also the new Cursebreaker right at the top. And is Gaiden still available on this? No, it's gone. So now you're truly in a James. You're in a James situation. If you want this, you gotta get that whole bundle. Yeah.
Cursebreaker, goodbye then.
So that's enough of all that.
Back to Horizon.
All the Obi strips were designed by our friend and team member of the show, R23X.
Amateurs.
Hey.
Okay,
oh yeah, right. I imbued them with my ska energy.
And yeah, they all have the little ska pattern, like the Neo Gaia record.
Yeah, I knew it was Mark right off the rip as soon as I saw that, and he's always dropping his little.
That's because when Mark is ready, he's always ready to pull the trig on the ska.
Wow.
There's a little crossover joke
Legendary.
there.
Well,
gotta do a ska cover. Yeah. I'm not gonna do a ska cover, but I want it to happen.
This is I love this splatter variant. The way that it goes with this art too is super sweet. It is truly blood.
It's a lot
strewn
more,
across a field of brown.
It's a lot more vibrant in person. It's actually yellow and red, and I don't know why, but the mock-up is a little bit off. It looks like a mustard ketchup kind of splatter instead.
They still got these bad boys. Hey, if you haven't purchased this, you should go on there and buy one. That's the really cool variant of this that I did not get.
Oh yeah, I don't have that either.
I got one.
Fucking idiots.
Long time
You're
ago.
so cool, Mark. Look at that. You're so cool. Great New World Blue in there. Out of the park. Home run.
So cool.
Matches my headphones.
Yes.
True.
Are those gamer headphones?
No.
By Turtle Beach.
No.
Yeah. Are those new, Mark?
Sony.
You can hear me. He took his headphones off. He came down. Mark's such an idiot.
Oh, those are your
Mark, are those new?
No, I got new pads.
Ah, the old new pad game.
Actually, I got another shout out. Technically, I'm like low key sponsored by a headphone company based here in Vancouver called Brain Waves with a Z. So.
With a
Z.
I'm not making fun of them, but I'm making fun of myself for doing like a sponsored post live spontaneously.
Yeah,
but they fucking rule. They fucking rule, and they send me their gear to try out. And
now wait a minute. If you're sponsored by them, why aren't you wearing their headphones right now?
Oh, I'm wearing the foam pads.
Oh.
And I do have whenever I'm doing like mixing now, I use like a different. I like listen on different use earbuds.
Oh, that kind of looks like the old PS4 single ear thing that I played Destiny 1 with.
They were on the screen a second ago before James started Googling the letter Z.
Wow. The first thing that came to my mind is that guy from Power Rangers who just looks like his whole body's made of muscle?
Zordon? Oh no.
Zed. Lord Zed.
Lord Zed,
Lord
yeah.
Zed.
Yeah.
Like wearing a pair of the Mark's headphones. It's a mental picture.
Oh, ew, look at him.
Yeah.
Very powerful.
He's pretty cool.
Yeah.
He's pretty cool.
He was cool.
Oh, look at
It's
that.
kinda
That's
weird,
sweet
though.
there.
He's strong. He's so strong.
Dude,
I like
he's
the nice
strong, but my
domestic
dad's
bump.
stronger.
Dude, my dad works for Bandai.
He's gonna ban you.
But just one sec back to earbuds.
Mhm.
This is not sponsored content, but
Come
it's like,
on.
do you guys know about balanced armature headphones?
No,
Like,
no, why don't you tell us about it?
It's like I didn't really know about it until I got these, but it's like this it's like a higher quality earbud that has a different style of amplifier in it, and like it's got a removable cable on each earbud, and it's like really just a better headphone. It's like if you were to get the Pono player from what's his name?
NeoYoung.com.
Neil Young's iPod or whatever, and then listen with balanced armature headphones to like high quality lossless wave files. I do think that you would be hearing something slightly better. Like it opens the mid range to like
Wow.
my music is already so lo-fi and bad made from YouTube rips, and then I hear it with balanced armature headphones, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, why did I like upload this to the internet? But it's amazing what you can hear with like the detail on the headphones. Like
Now, are they going to make a balanced recliner version or a balanced couch version of these headphones?
balanced armchair headphones. So look it up.
Yeah, when I'm in the stew, I like to I like
No.
I like A, B, C, D, F. Like when I'm doing like final mix mastering, like I'll go between headphones and like my monitors. I'll listen to the monitors on my other computer. I'll listen downstairs, and then I'll go to sleep.
Oh,
Wow. Flesh Toblerone.
Flesh
Oh, that was
Wow.
Thank you very
Oh,
much.
Don't like the sound of that.
yeah. So this is why we were googling
Yeah,
the
he's
Toblerone
just
bar.
going off.
Yeah, this is
Thanks.
this
Paul.
is the Toblerone.
Yeah, there was a point like a year ago where I almost bought one of these just to like.
It's pretty cool looking.
Now it would be sick to buy it.
It's like why though? I was like, there's no reason for me to have this. Yeah, it's just not needed.
Can it play Doom?
Probably. You can
Is
play
there a-
Doom with 3 buttons.
Can
Is
you
there
look
a
up
vertical mount for it?
Pono hacks or mods?
You just put it on his side.
Oh no.
Pono mod. Can you Google that? Pono mod.
Pono mod.
Have you guys seen the the different OSs you can install on the original iPod?
Oh no!
You can get like
I have one of those on my
If you're-
desk here.
OG iPods having problems. You can get like a SD card adapter and then plug that in instead of the hard drive. And somebody on YouTube put like a terabyte worth of micro SDs in there. It has 7 slots, so you can just like plug in a bunch of different micro SD cards on there.
Really?
Yeah, the only bad thing is it takes like 2 minutes to load the file system if you have that many on there.
Mm.
Is there just not a background for the for this for
No,
like
we could. No, there's not.
Well,
we
you
could
put it.
add
You
one.
put it for your own
Wow.
background if you want. But here,
we all have green for a reason because we put, you know what I mean?
yeah.
We need
but-
to look up if Ponyo player has IPS screen or not.
I'm just gonna put you guys in the box real quick because I just really want to show this off. You were talking about the original iPod, and I just so happen to have one in this drawer
That's
here,
awesome.
and I thought that maybe our friends at home would like to see what they looked
God.
like. So this had a capacity of 5 gigabytes. It was only supported by Macintosh computers that had the old FireWire interface there.
That's so
The
cool.
headphone jack was at the top. It came right out the top of the middle. And those earbuds really, really were awful. Really, really bad.
Not balanced armature.
The wheel is physical, so this thing actually spins around, which is cool. You can see it spinning there. And then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 physical buttons. So 5 buttons, a spinning wheel, have a lock on the top, and it has a spinning, actual physical hard drive inside of it that holds 5 gigs.
Jesus Christ.
That was the revolution.
So awesome.
So we're gonna bring our friends back, I think, here.
Uh-oh.
We got something.
Yeah, it is dummy thick.
That is dumb thick.
And then this was
Thank
the
you.
iPod video that was, or photo, I'm sorry, that was released a little bit later, and you can see it's basically the same, except now they have the USB connection and it works in Windows, so it's a little bit nicer.
I think that was my first one. That's the 4th gen, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Actually, I had the one right before that. And
the one with the 4 circle buttons on it?
No, I didn't have the 3rd gen. I feel like there was one between the photo and the 3rd gen. It was just like a regular black and white iPod with the regular click wheel. And I got it for my birthday. My parents were smart and got me a Best Buy warranty with it, which I ended up having to use no less than 7 times. I went through 7 of those iPods.
I can't find
sucked.
you guys. I don't know what happened to. Oh, there you are.
Got a drag and drop.
Dude, what's a drag and drop?
But no, your balls aren't at the top. I can't see you anymore.
The gamer term, drag and drop.
I made it.
Fucked us. You fucked us. You really gone and done it now.
It's a rare drop.
How do I get you back in here?
Oh my god, I'm gonna just eat some cookies.
Why don't you go to the other screen and Google how to fix Skype?
It's all Jamestown now. You're the host, bro.
I know it's a silly question, but are you clicking in the OBS window or the Skype window?
No, I'm in the Skype window.
Okay, because that's something I would do.
Yeah, that's happening here. But here, maybe I switch from speaker view there and then go to good view.
There's Kevin.
Oh,
there he is. Oh, there's Kevin.
Hey, we're gonna be in speaker view for this.
Wow.
It's just Kevin view.
What the heck? All right,
you gotta
here.
drag it.
Skype blows, man.
Yeah, it really does. Oh, there you go. I had to. Yeah, all right. This works. We'll just do it like this.
Uh-oh, they're watching me eat.
Well, you really thought you were off the hook there, buddy?
Whoa!
I'm just eating some regular.
Oh, B, thank you. Chaos reigns. That's right. Here, eat the veggies, Ignis.
Thank you, B.
Thank you. Chaos reigns.
Just like the fox says in that one.
I'm gonna finish this candle.
In the what?
Why? Kevin, why are you all green?
Why did you Hulk out?
James injected me with some sort of a muscle steroid.
My God.
He's really strong now.
It's so cool.
Ooh, no. Certified fresh.
Uh-oh.
Metacritic says this is 76% good. Certified fresh. It's about a man who turns green and he beats up aliens. It's so cool.
I've been having this problem lately. I can't seem to eat anything other than Jolly Green Giant green beans in a can.
You're being so silly.
Wait, are you being silly right now?
I think he's being silly.
So I did want to take a moment here.
I'm green, dabba dee dabba die.
Wow.
We're gonna go back into the computer zone here, because I did want to share a special greeting. That is, happy birthday, George Clayton from Neo Gaia Fantasy.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to
George
you.
Clayton.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy
Happy birthday.
birthday to
Happy
many
birthday. Happy birthday.
More.
Happy birthday. Happy
And
birthday.
many more.
Happy birthday.
James. Dude, James.
Mm-hmm.
Dare me to eat this packet of silica?
From a certain point of view, if you hold the packet from a certain angle, it says "do eat."
Okay, hold on. Ladies and gentlemen. Tech. You are now the star of the Neo Gaia Fantasy virtual desktop experience.
Happy birthday, George Clanton.
So, George, your birthday present this year is Tech's gonna eat this silica. Oh, he's zooming in.
Don't do it.
Eat the silica. I just gotta open
Whoa,
it.
hold on.
The
Don't
Yeti.
do drugs. Oh, someone donated
Let me just-
$4.20.
I got it. You all ready?
Don't eat silica. The
I won't.
3x.
I will. I'm not gonna do it. Come on.
Oh, boo, come on. It's not nothing
Sprinkle
bad's
it on
gonna
a slice of
happen.
pizza or something.
I'll
You're gonna draw. Oh, you're gonna be like. Let me find that Junji Ito. The Long Dream. You're gonna end up like the guy from The Long Dream if you eat one. Let me show you what that looks like.
I mean,
Let me find the right frame here. Yeah, here. So.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, so Tech, if you eat that.
That's what happens.
This is gonna be Mark and Kevin over here. Just look what happened to Tech. He's like, oh guys, happy birthday.
Isn't that the techno union representative of the separatists from Attack of the Clones?
Oh yeah, a little bit like that.
Oh, I accidentally poured the silica in here.
that's nice reference, Kevin.
Now drinking it is not a part of the deal though.
Why am I so big now?
Because I think you opened your I thought you had you opened webcam
I did, but
preferences?
Yeah, I did that earlier. Nothing changed, so I was like, oh, okay. And then now it's...
Oh, there you go.
I went back to normal for a second.
I thought that you intentionally zoomed in for comedic effect and was like super impressed. Like,
yeah, that would have been great.
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
Something's coming through
So
here. Yeti.com. Last
Trolls.
dono tonight. Too
Jesus.
edgy for me. Gotta go.
Oh my
JK,
God.
love you all. Have fun. Be safe. Thank you, Yeti.com.
Love you, Glenn.
Thank you, Yeti. Thank
We
you very,
love
very
you.
much.
Hope that we can meet in person someday. Let's have a business meeting in Tokyo. I know Mark does that a lot, and I'd love to have one of those.
He's a
That would be
businessman.
awesome. Bye. Thanks.
Bye,
Glenn.
Glenn.
So great.
Love you.
Bye, Glenn.
Shout out. I was trying to do something funny with my webcam settings, but because you reminded me of that, but I can't figure it out.
Hey, okay, so here's something. I was trying to think of this earlier, and I couldn't think of. Okay, so you know, we've talked before about how when you're living with a roommate, and there's like responsibilities to divvy up or whatever, like you're more keen to just kind of go with the flow, and everybody just is happy somehow. And I'm more keen to have some sort of rigid format, right? So that the work is evenly divided.
Yeah, we're different.
Right, which is fine. And so I was thinking about like the concept of like economically testing this philosophy, because something that's not weighed when considering this philosophy is that let's say we have to divvy up the dishes and the trash, right? So 50% of the time you do the dishes and take out the trash, 50% of the time I do the dishes, I take out the trash, right? Okay, so, but here's the thing. You would prefer it, right? If we just kind of did it when we felt like it or whatever. But then what my method doesn't consider is how much you might really hate doing one of those things and how much you actually might enjoy doing one of those things, right? Which could then weigh into like, it could be like a weighted value, doing an economic equation determining which method is actually better, right? But so then, that's neither here nor there.
I don't think one is better than the other. Everyone's gonna.
No. That's why I said that's neither here nor there. That's what economics is for. And before everybody gets on me about how economics is just astrology for men or whatever.
All right.
I just want to. All I want to say is that if you were testing this, one of the statistics would have to be a metric, a number, that is how much something bothers you, right? But what would that word be? Like, it's like botherability, isn't it?
No. There's an applicable word in the English language for exactly what you're talking about.
I wonder.
Peevable.
That's like able to.
So they're like how much, like when you consider the task, how much emotional friction do you feel instantly?
Yes.
You know.
Yeah. Because if it was only irritability, then you'd score a negative in it if you enjoyed it. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't know.
I don't know. That's a tough one.
Sorry, guys. I know that's a really fun prompt.
I would love. What does the chat think? What word would you use?
I got really thrown up because I thought this was a donation gift. So I was waiting for a donation to come through. I was like,
says
tolerability.
That's a pretty good one.
Tolerability.
That's a
I think that's a real word, yeah.
Yeah, okay. The tolerability.
Molotov wins.
Okay, I'll go with it.
I think Dijon just stole the last 5 minutes of the show.
Please don't tell me that.
Start from the top.
What you were saying.
It was really this GIF and beautiful screen from #NewWorld playing in the background. I don't know, like if I had an artsy music, this is the kind of stuff I'd put. This GIF with my like Pokemon Snap, disco loops, going in the background.
So they would always show like, little bits of Rita and Lord Zed's, domestic life behind
I know, it's wonderful.
And
it's delightful.
This was like, filmed in the U.S. and added into the Japanese Super Sentai footage. So the show is like a composite of like...
I did not know that.
Scenes filmed over here and then like recycled combat scenes from like 4 seasons ago from the Japanese Sentai show. That's why like the film quality is always different. Like the Japanese segments are always like grainier and stuff.
Interesting. So all the giant robot stuff was Japanese, and then they just filmed them in the juice bar in California for that stuff? Wow.
And then voiced him over.
Oh, thank you, Al. Need more Dijon
It's
action.
Need more Dijon action.
You are the handsomest guy here.
Yeah, you're best looking. But I distinctly remember one episode where like Zed and Rita were like going to bed, and they were like in a bed together, but like they just had the full on all the on, and like they were like pulling the covers over him, and I was like, and he sleeps with that like.
Well, he's naked, right? Well, I guess
that's exactly what it triggered.
It's an armored exoskeleton that he's wearing.
Suit. That's just his body, and he's just in the nude this whole show.
Yeah, that's true.
Crazy.
I need to think about this.
Come on, Mark.
I'm trying to show Dijon.
Yeah, you've been doing
Get his own window.
Here's the deal. If I ever get to run the stream, which I won't, but if I do, I'm just gonna wreak absolute fucking havoc anytime somebody wants to talk about something.
Dijon gets his own aqua rail.
I'm just gonna... Last episode, I got chessed over. Fucking James just started playing chess while I was talking.
Oh, you saw that?
This time, Mark just throwing a fucking cat at everyone. Forget about it. Specifically because you guys couldn't see the stream, I decided to have a little fun, and so I did start playing chess over you, and you couldn't hear, but I hope that the computer audio came through. The chess was announcing like knight K5. Oh, that didn't come through. I need to fix that. Yeah. So, Kevin, I googled Zed and Rita in bed.
Wow. On DeviantArt.
And I was not able. I was not. Don't worry. Or maybe you should. I don't know. Should we take a look at this here?
As long as there's no mention of Rule 34, I think we're good.
Uh-oh.
Seems like low-hanging fruit, honestly.
There they are.
What is she thinking? What is she thinking, folks?
What is she thinking?
Oh my God.
She always had a headache.
And he's just a guy like us, like
just a regular guy.
So there you go.
He likes doing it.
Rita might have actually had maybe a more serious underlying problem, like chronic migraines or something, and she might have benefited from some sort of a medication.
Jesus.
Well, 10,000 years in hibernation on the moon can have adverse effects.
In a dumpster too.
After 10,000 years.
I'm free. God, that's just
not from chronic
imprinted into my brain. The first episode of Power Rangers is called Day of the Dumpster. I had the VHS as a child.
Oh wow. Where is he now? There you go.
Whoa.
I didn't.
He's
want
dead.
It's like he grew skin.
Oh wait, is it him or is it him? Who is it?
The voice is dead.
So the body and the voice is dead.
R.I.P.
Nothing remains. Rest in
But
peace.
the spirit lives on.
Mhm.
Anytime I like see Power Rangers toys, it's like I want to buy them.
So
I had
I want a
had-
freaking Megazord.
I had all six Power Rangers. I had Lord Zed. I had a bunch. I really liked Power Rangers, but it sucked because Power Rangers were not cool for my grade, but they were cool for the grade younger than me. And I really liked Power Rangers, and so I just pretended.
Ed Jr., thank you so
Ed
much. Making me's of Neo Gaia Group. Can't wait to
Aw,
make
that's
Smash. I want to see that. So please
Yeah.
Y'all want to see
Aw.
do.
That's
So,
great.
so Tech, you're
Thank you.
1 year younger than me. And so it was 2 years out of style for me.
Yeah.
So I was never like hard into Power Rangers because I was too old at that point.
Yeah.
Like
It would have
just
been.
the hair. It was a
Yeah.
little weird.
Yeah.
It felt a little weird.
Well, things I didn't understand. Maybe Kevin, you seem to have a disturbing amount of knowledge.
I think I was the perfect age to be their demographic at the perfect time.
Well, so
I was born in
Sephi-
'89.
Sephi says, I was too old but didn't care because they were awesome and it was the only kaiju we had here. So that's fair.
yeah, I really liked it. Although eventually I started to understand the formula of the show, and so I was like, oh, this happens every single time. But that said, the Tommy Green Ranger White Ranger saga was sweet.
I
But-
watched that. I did.
Yeah, it was sick, right?
Mhm.
But one of the questions I had was one, why were the enemies called putties? Do you know? Yeah, and then two, why did they go?
So Rita, she made the monsters basically in her monster workshop. Like she made little dolls basically,
Mhm.
and sent them into Earth, and then gave them life and made them big. And the putties were like mass produced basically because she just took clay and then put it in a mold and then stamped it down so that you can
They
make
were literally putty.
Yeah, they were literally putty.
She's
So then
really
what about
great
the voice?
design.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first season, all of the scenes of Rita are from the Japanese release, and they're dubbed over by the U.S. voice
Yeah.
actors.
They're super whack.
So there's like
Okay.
a distinct change at some point.
Kind of looks like Emperor
Sega.
Mateus from Final
Yeah.
Fantasy II, one of my favorites.
Cool.
Specifically,
Totally.
these rendered.
Oh, man.
Sega Octopus asks, which Power Ranger are you? An excellent
I'm
question.
Tommy. We all say it at the same time. I'm Tommy.
I'm Billy.
Well, I think that would be a question really for fans of the show. I mean, well, first
I'll
off,
tell-
Oh yeah, Sephi's right. Finster makes the
That's
monsters.
the playlist.
Mark
Right.
is the Blue Ranger, yeah. Mark is Billy. Kevin's Jason. He's the Red Ranger. No, Kevin's Tommy. He's the Green Ranger.
Yeah.
James,
The hair.
yeah, it's because of the hair.
can I be Amy?
Is she the Pink Ranger?
Yeah, hell yeah.
I wanted to be her, but
Oh,
it's
that was Kimberly.
fine. Yeah. Oh, that's Kimberly. Yeah.
Kimberly and
There
then
is no
Freaky.
Amy.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah,
Kimberly.
Yellow Ranger.
and
Yeah.
then Zach.
Yeah, I had a big crush on Kimberly when I was a kid, for sure.
I did too.
Yeah.
Good lord.
I bought that Pink Ranger vinyl, like, just because I wanted to own it, because it looked sick and had a picture of her. I was like, I want this in my vinyl collection.
The color of our shirts defines which ranger we are.
Yeah, I'll take Trini.
Yeah,
and Jess.
the pink Amy I'm thinking of course, is Amy from the Sonic universe.
Sonic. Oh, are you a
Morphin'
good Sonic?
time.
James, are you a good Sonic fan?
Am I a good Sonic fan?
Yeah, are you a good Sonic the Hedgehog fan?
Do I know the deep lore?
I don't know. Do you think you're good?
Praying over your own grave.
This was a question that came up on Welcome to Dino Hour, and then also I believe was being talked about on the Christ stream.
Oh.
I think
What?
someone made a joke about you not being a good Sonic fan, like they were joking, but then somebody was taking it seriously, and then it became like a topic of discussion. So then a question came up that was, is James a good Sonic the Hedgehog fan? I defended Your Honor. I said yes.
Wow, yeah, so
but-
anyone questioning my Sonic fandom, first off, can take a hike, because I was playing those games before you were even conceived, most likely, alright? I played it when they were new, alright? Second off, on my desk, Within arm's reach of my arm, I have a Sonic the Hedgehog. I have a Sonic the Hedgehog trading card of the Starlight Zone, which is my favorite zone. You can see phasing in there. I have a Sonic the Hedgehog t-shirt that I wear in public. I have a Sonic the Hedgehog jacket that I bought in Japan, as well as the Sonic the Hedgehog one on the Mega Drive, the Japanese version. I still have my original copies of Sonic CD, which I owned on the Sega CD in 1992, and I have Sonic 3D Blast, Sonic R, and
Sonic 06.
Sonic Jam. I still have my physical copies. I'm sorry?
What about your
Oh,
Only
right,
have to
yeah,
wear
and I
red
also
shoes.
only wear red fucking sneakers every single day of my life because I wish I were Sonic the Hedgehog. So, you know, folks, I don't know what to tell you. I don't have OC, and honestly, I would consider that more bad Sonic fandom than good Sonic fandom because it's like, you know, it's just not for me, okay? But yeah, I am a true Sonic the Hedgehog fan. No, I haven't played all the games because most of them suck.
Have
Do you have any
chemical plant?
Do you have any songs about Sonic the Hedgehog?
Like specifically about Sonic the Hedgehog?
Have you written any songs?
Written
about
music.
Sonic the Hedgehog?
Well, I've sampled a lot of Sonic the Hedgehog. I mean, some of the biggest bangers on "I'll Try Living Like This" are straight from Sonic R.
The correct answer is yes. There is a song. Wait, maybe.
What song did I write about? I wrote a song about Shenmue.
Isn't there one on the next DDS album, like the next big DDS?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you beaten Sonic 4?
Yeah. So I had to rebuy my PlayStation 3, and I was looking at content that I could re-download on it since my PS3 was stolen, and I was like, oh yeah, Sonic 4.
What did they do with
And
the
yes, I
physics engine
purchased
there?
it. It was really tough to play, you know, and I should have known better. I mean, those games really dropped off starting with Sonic Heroes, and don't be like, oh, actually, Sonic Heroes is kind of good because like it's not. Okay, it's not.
Dude, remember when I was gonna get super into Sonic and then I just played Sonic 1 obsessively and like mastered it?
Yes, I do.
And then I was like, all right, that's good.
Yes,
That was it.
Sonic 3 with Sonic and Knuckles is just one of the most epic experiences in 16-bit gaming, like, period. Just
How do you quantify a good fan though?
Well, I think that would be up for debate, right?
Well, I think that we've at least answered that I'm not a bad fan. So, you know, I don't know what people want from me.
No, I think that clearly you count as a good fan. I think if you're looking for a quantifier, quantum leap.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a lifelong legacy for me. It's the way that Tech is like a Browns fan. It's like I'm a Sonic fan because like I had Mario 3 when I was, you know, like a little kid in elementary school. Like Mario 3 was like everything, and then we got a Sega Genesis, and I plugged in that card, and it was like a 90s commercial where the kids are just like their brains are exploding all over the walls and their flesh is melting off. Like that's literally what it felt like to go from Mario 3. It's like, why have I been playing as this plumber? Like he's so fast, he's such a badass. Look at him, he doesn't give a shit, you know? Like he's like Bart Simpson. He's cool, man.
Dude era.
Yeah. So yeah, I love Sonic the Hedgehog because it's just like a part of my genes. I have no interest in playing, you know, new Sonic the Hedgehog games, I guess. Maybe that makes... Well, no, I got like the super deluxe edition of Sonic Mania, like the giant box.
Awesome.
Yeah, so yeah, Sonic fan.
Got the cool holographic one with the reversible box art, and it makes it look like a Genesis game.
Oh yeah. I got the one that has the, it looks like
statuette with the Genesis cartridge and the ring inside of it.
Yeah, it's the statuette, and you pull it out,
cool.
and it's a 24 karat gold ring. I had the like 15th anniversary edition or 20th anniversary, whatever it was, that came with the gold-plated CD that had the, I think it was just 10th anniversary.
Oh yeah,
from the early 2000s. You remember that?
Yeah.
Came in a big green case, or big blue case that had a gold CD with the OSTs from the old Genesis.
That is so Y2K.
Isn't it though?
You know what I mean?
Yeah, big time. It was only 10 years old.
Have you seen the movie?
I have not, but that was a big disappointment for me. I came home around whatever holiday that was, and I have a little nephew, and so I was like, hey, does my nephew want to go see this movie? Maybe we could go see it together, and that'd be fun. But I was not able to make that happen.
Aww.
I did own Sonic 2006,
Nice.
and I played it until it was so broken that I could no longer progress.
I laughed so hard watching James play that game.
Is that the one where he
Horrible.
makes out with a human?
Yes, yeah. That's
Dude, it's so insane.
That's
When you
the
walk, there are portions of the game, there are portions of a Sonic the fucking Hedgehog game where you just have to slowly walk around like a city. Like it's not, you're not fast. And then there was like a fight I distinctly remember. There was a box, like a ring box where you would step on it and fucking 10 rings come out.
Yeah.
But you don't actually step on it to make rings come out. You use it to push it into, you have to run up against it to push it into an enemy.
Yeah, that game was unfinished to say the least.
Wow. It's very, very bad.
It was almost like
with Shadow, where he has guns and stuff.
I didn't get into those. No, I'm not into Shadow the Hedgehog.
That's the dark side of the.
But
Sonic,
yeah, I mean, Sonic Adventure 2 was really good, and he's in that. I think that's might have been where he was introduced actually, but it was fine because the soap grinding in that game was so sick. That level where you're just grinding in outer space, soap leaping from rail to rail. I mean, that was just peak millennial Dreamcast shit. There, that's what life was all about. Well, Grindcore House.
Remember that scene in, I don't know if it's really a spoiler or not, but I like when they grind in Final Fantasy X.
It's not a spoiler.
Yeah, it's not a
Search
spoiler.
grinding.
But
Final
there's
Fantasy
a part where
X.
they grind.
Let's not search grinding.
I'm not gonna search Sonic
Deviant
grinding.
Yeah. Oh, it's so weird.
Ugh.
I don't like it. It's just they reveal the side of themselves that they had a vision for Sonic that was just nobody wanted.
But look, see, but I'll even meet you. Like I truly believe if Sonic 2006 had been completed, it would have been a game I would have enjoyed because it was a next generation reimagining of the Sonic Adventure series, which I feel was like highly successful in what it was trying to do, and they've aged so-so. I mean, it's not Mario 64. No one's lining up to play it because it's so good and classic, but it's certainly, I don't know. Like, Sonic Adventure 1 was so, whip music.
Hey, sick! So it's an unpopular opinion that normal humans should not be in Sonic. There's something about it that just bothers me.
So Dr. Robotnik's a human, so let's just address that right off the rip. The Sonic Adventure, when it first dropped, it made sense in a weird way that Sonic was in a city, because we hadn't had a real 3D Sonic game before, and so there was no precedent set about what the Sonic 3D universe was really going to be like. And the Sega Dreamcast was like the big, hot, cool thing, so like, oh yeah, of course, he's in a city and there's like guitar music. This is what Sonic the Hedgehog is. So it just kind of
down to
evolved.
art direction and the fact that she's a little bit too like
human, like
realistic human.
Yeah.
I mean, like they could have used the art style from like Knights, and it wouldn't have looked out of place at all. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, if you look at Station Square, so this was the first time we really saw humans in a large scale. But it was just like they were like
so good.
Yeah, like it was.
I think it's like
it was
it's
cool,
awkward, but it was cool.
It was
It's
cool. It
arguably
was
weirder
Japanese.
that,
It was, I don't know,
like the Mario New Donk City thing, because like Mario is supposed to be a human, but then you have these like normal-looking humans, and it's like
that was just weird as fuck.
What is Mario?
New
Then?
Donk City like felt
What
like
is he?
Sonic Adventure to me, like for real.
Yeah, they definitely took a page out of that book for sure.
So I mean,
Cars.
whatever you want to say about this stuff, but I celebrate Sonic the Hedgehog through Sonic Adventure 2. I like the good random one-offs. I like Sonic Generations. I played that on the 3DS or whatever that was on back in the day. I like Sonic Mania, obviously. So
the Sonic Advance games are pretty cool.
yeah, they're all right. I don't really like that art style though. They took that like Y2K Sonic and just totally went with it. So I wasn't really into like Silver and
The
all
Neo
other
Geo
weird...
Pocket one is banging.
Oh god, that game is so good. That game is the shit.
There's also one for the Nokia N-Gage.
Of course there is.
Sonic In.
So yeah, so if anyone knows,
just subject change.
Whatever stream it was on, I mean, 3D Blast should know better because we've jammed about Sonic.
It was the Christ stream. Christ is in the chat too.
He's in the chat.
Oh, okay,
Christ.
so Christ, if you're listening, I'm a true Sonic fan, very deep, like to my core. You know, like it's a part of me. Now, if you put like a gun to my head and was like, okay, you can only play Mario games or only play Sonic games for the rest of your life, then I'd probably pick Mario because those games are still good and continue to come out.
I think they're more consistently good.
Yeah, but just like Sonic as a cultural event from the 1990s that I lived through as a child is like a defining slice of my heart that I've carried with me into the new millennium. And let's just put that to bed, just like looks like Sonic's about to.
Before you go, talking about Sonic, can we?
I'd be so worried that.
Wait, what, Mark?
Can we just quickly look up the Sonic N-Gage thing that Kevin was talking about? I'm really curious about that.
I'm
the Neo Geo
once
Pocket
again,
Color.
very much on the edge of purchasing a Nokia N-Gage.
No, this is not Neo Geo. It's
there was an N-Gage. Oh.
Yeah, N-Gage. But that also looks cool.
Oh, that looks
Sonic
sick.
N.
You can
Wow.
buy sealed copies on eBay for $20 still.
Fucking vertical.
That looks
Jesus.
good. That
Got
looks
it.
real good.
N-Gage. Talk me off the ledge, my friends.
No, just get one, man.
You can get them new on AliExpress for $70 still.
I love
Complete
things
inbox.
that failed so miserably that not even collectors.
That you can still get. Yeah. I see like lots of N-Gage games going for so cheap.
We really need to do N-Gage on the show.
You can get a like an N-Gage display kiosk for really cheap too. Like usually those things are like an arm and a leg, but there's just a surplus of them out there.
Sonic N. Oh, man.
I would draw the line there, Kevin. I wouldn't get that. I would just.
No way I'd get an N-Gage kiosk. I just think it's.
I mean, that's the kind of thing where there are people that are like us, except instead of foolishly following music and art as their passion, got into like whatever it is that they do, and so they have like a big stucco mansion with like way too many rooms, and then in their basement they have like 4 pinball machines, and then like the N-Gage stand, and like the N64 like Walmart
That's when you know you'll
stands.
truly never be happy.
It's like that great Mo on The Simpsons. I think that I brought this up before. One of my all-time favorite Simpson quotes, like,
Perfect.
rich people, huh, they think that they're happy, but they ain't. Believe me, they ain't.
So good.
Goal!
Wow. Geez, the graphics are kind of
Oh,
awesome.
I had this when I was a kid. There's something about that particular illustration, like these illustrations of Sonic the Hedgehog, coupled with that
Yeah.
like brown and beige checkerboard, like that just did something to my child brain, like the way that it was woven into my brain, and like to this day I still have the same reaction when I see it. It's like, oh my goodness.
Gotta have
You know what I mean?
That's
Like
New World. It's New World. Yeah.
it's feeling a new world, man.
I had
What else
a
can you say?
Star Wars Tiger game where you drove it's just like you're in the sand speeder and you're like looking for
That's
R2
sick.
the whole game.
Oh, where could he
Wow.
be?
That's
Oh,
the
where
whole
could he
game.
be? Man.
What?
Well, I think we should all buy one right now.
I also had
Engage.
the R Zone too. That was cool.
Oh my god.
The games weren't, but you could pretend that you were on Dragon Ball Z, and that was cool.
Oh, that thing.
Aww.
Yeah.
There's- If I saw one at a garage sale for $5, I would pick it up. Just for the collection.
I think the strap broke online or something stupid like
There's
that.
a Panzer Dragoon game for our zone.
Yeah, there's the
Yeah.
Star Wars game too. They had multiple Star Wars games.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just had some like Starfighter. Whoa, there was a Knights game?
Oh my god.
Whoa.
You're gonna have to buy one now.
Mm.
Wow.
What did they go for?
You should just know off the
Let's
top of
check
your
out
head,
let's do
Kevin.
some live eBaying here on the stream.
Well, yeah, let's check out your history on eBay.
This is so
my
good.
God.
Well, you can see here I was replacing stuff that got stolen, and
Oh no.
so yeah,
That's fine.
ironically I discovered that my theft-proof back. I keep finding shit that like I'm like, wait, where is
that's
that?
the
Then it's like,
worst.
God damn it. But yeah, I had one of
Look
those.
at her, she's packing up a PS4 Pro to send to you right now.
Yeah, I had a I had one of those the Bobby backpacks, the anti-theft backpacks. But it turns out they can have things stolen from them if they are
Damn.
removed from your house. So yeah, I had a really sick Next Step decal on the back of it. That's what this is. So I'm reordering that.
God,
Jesus.
I love you.
I did not pick up the limited edition No Man's Sky, but I did just get a regular copy, so I can get the on
What's
the
the
disc.
limited one come with?
Just like a dumb book and some dumb comic book and just a bunch of shit I didn't need. But I do want the disc for that like pre-day one patch version of the game. And I was also thinking about upgrading the monitor for the 2008 Mac, which would be one of these
Nice.
LCD cinema
Damn.
displays. So
Those are pretty good deals for that.
yeah, I
Yeah.
know, right? They're definitely
guess
at a
shipping-
sweet spot right now, but
Shipping's probably high though.
But is it IPS?
I don't think
it is definitely not, my friends. Shipping.
Even I know it's not.
$100 shipping. So
All right.
Eh.
Well, so what are we here for?
our zone.
Our zone.
No, we're just gonna surf eBay for an hour now.
40
think it would make
bucks,
for
working,
interesting
tested,
stream.
boom.
Wow.
What are
Yeah.
you waiting for?
Wow.
You're
No,
just enabling
our zone,
Kevin
right.
I
hardcore
shouldn't
right
have seen
now.
this.
I shouldn't have seen this.
There's the Panzer.
Oh, there's a
Panzer
used one
Dragoon.
for 15.
Here's the Panzer Dragoon game.
In
complete
Daytona?
box.
Oh my god. And Virtua Fighter?
It's gonna be like sold.
guys.
Kevin's buying it
Star
right
Wars
now in real
Jedi
time.
Adventure. But you have to remember that these aren't really games. You know, like,
I mean, yeah, it's a
they
tiger
are not
basically
games.
like dot thing.
Yeah.
You can move around one thing usually, and maybe there's a score.
I might be. No,
Wait, is this?
the
Oh, never mind.
Panzer Dragoon game. I have the PC version of Panzer Dragoon, just like to have it.
Is that where they took out all the slurs?
Yes.
So when I was re-downloading my PS3 software, I also was able to re-download Nights into Dreams and re-experience that remaster. So
Yes.
which I completed in one sitting, of course.
Did you unlock Sonic?
No, I didn't. But I did beat Christmas Nights, and I got A. I only got A on one stage, so I don't know what's required to unlock Sonic.
Isn't there like a New Year's mode or something? If you like
Yeah,
set
if
your
you
clock
set it to on January 1st, but I don't know if you can do that in the remaster or not. So
Joe Bastardo of Bastion Void and Moss Archives texted me a photo on like January 1st, his time, midnight, that he was playing Nights into Dreams, and it had shifted into the New Year's thing, and he showed Sonic, and it was
Aw.
really cute.
that's really cool.
Yeah.
This boss was
Yeah.
the inspiration for the Dark Web video, where you're going down that.
That looks like too good. What version is that?
This is
Xbox 360?
This is the remastered version. Yeah, Xbox 360 / PS3. It's still on the PSN. You can get it.
Yeah.
And it's cool because you can play in the original Saturn mode or in the nice new model.
That's nice of them.
Mhm. There's a big gallery that has all these pictures in there. I love the Christmas nights.
Sega gave out the Steam key for free for the anniversary, and I just added it to the collection, but I never like fired it up on the PC or whatever. So I've never like seen the remastered graphics.
It's a goodie. It's a goodie. And I also feel that Nights is almost like a continuation or extension of Sonic fandom. I don't think that there's not enough Night stuff for it to like be its own thing, and it's just like Sonic Team fandom. I don't know.
The Sonic Team, yeah.
Yeah, Sonic.
What was
Team.
that game that we were watching on Games Done Quick, Mark?
Burning Rangers.
Pinot B. It's a Game Boy Advance launch title, and for some reason it was like there's like a bunch of like really, really high like quality studios and publishers involved, but it's just this super, super basic kind of is it a platformer even? It's really weird.
Yeah, but it looks really like 3D almost. Like the character rendering looks 3D to me.
They're pre-rendered sprites. You know, like
cool.
Donkey Kong Country, where they render them and then they scan them in as sprites. But yeah, what do they clear this game in like 10 minutes or something?
Yeah, classic GDQ style.
The weirdest
We
thing
got
about
Game
it,
Boy Advance,
That was crazy. That was on GBA. Did you see that?
So cool.
Let's
So
do that
there's-
again.
It was a Game Boy Advance launch title, and then they ported it to the PS1 in 2003, which is like
What?
Yeah, right.
2 years after the PS2 had been out. And it was like
Yeah,
a
it looks
budget
like
title.
nice.
Like it launched at like, you know, it launched at like $15 brand new. And you can still buy new sealed copies on eBay for about $20 for PS1.
Wow. I mean, this looks kind of cool.
But yeah, I think it's the same character designer as that did some of the Knights games.
Yeah, because if you go back to that
Oh,
character
it looks like it.
Yeah, like it looked like a character straight out of
Yeah, that human in the menu.
Why does his head get all
Oh,
stupid?
yeah. Right
Yeah,
there.
that's the weird thing is that the head gets all big when you run out of dash ability, which is like all the time.
Yeah, that's very.
It's really puzzling.
Well, it's actually a platformer.
Yeah, it's like weird though because you're always just dashing around.
So it was a.
Glyphinoid says play Buck Bumble. Oh my
so
god.
Here is the PSX
And the
version.
PS1 version's the same thing.
Nothing will
Same
top the
graphics and
soundtrack
everything.
to Buck Bumble if we're talking about B games.
Oh, they have a greatly expanded Pinot B universe here.
Yeah, there's some lore and like what the guy got to the end of the game and it was like a false ending or something, and like there's like multiple different endings in this game.
The graphics are awesome.
Kind of crazy.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of Creatures. You guys fuck with Creatures back in the 90s or whatever that was?
No.
Can you call it graphics if it's just like an image, like a JPEG?
Yeah, it's a
loading
graphic.
on- I guess.
As long as there's more than one.
Is the Pop-Tart a graphic?
It's just a graph.
A hamburger a graphic or a hot dog?
Yeah, this doesn't look very good on the PS1. Like the
they're
cropping
using
is
an
all
emulator.
shitty. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely doesn't look.
It's a bad emulator capture. I'm
It'll
assuming
be-
that it runs a little better, but yeah, I don't know. It's weird because it's like like THQ, Konami, the like Knights team, and this is like what they came up with.
It's just like when we were watching when Tech and Keith were in town, and we were watching the documentary about Sledge Snake or Mud Driver or whatever that fucking Tool 9 Inch Nails collaboration was called.
Oh, fucking tapeworm.
Tapeworm. Yeah, and fucking Maynard's talking about it, and he's like, or it might have been Trent was talking about it, and he's like, yeah, you know, it's just, you know, if Tool and Nine Inch Nails are getting together, it just has to be a 10, you know, and what we were coming up with was really just like a 6, you know.
Yeah.
It's like, okay. So this is like they came up with a 6, even though it's Tool and Nine Inch Nails, right?
We listened to like a clip of something. It wasn't very good.
It wasn't, yeah. It sounded
What
like
about
all those bands that wanted to sound like Tool and Nine Inch Nails.
Yeah,
from
yeah.
the 90s. It was weird. I'm sorry, what did you say, Kevin?
Said, what about Lulu?
No,
The Lou Reed and Metallica collab.
Yeah. Nothing.
That collab was almost
Love
as
it or
good as
hate it,
Elvis
it
and
happens.
Nixon. Yeah, Elvis and Nixon. Tell you what.
It is a music.
Hmm.
That's how the guy introduced this game. He's like, this is Pinot B. It is a video game. It's a game.
They're using that. Oh, man, yeah, I don't like this game. I decided.
So you know why it's called Pinot B?
I don't. How could I possibly know that?
Because he like, it's kind of like a Pinocchio
Oh.
mixed with a B.
So I think they
What?
make his head big so that the character resonates. So you're like, oh, that's what his face looks like. I'll recognize him when I see him in the 12 sequels that come or whatever, you know.
I mean, they were still trying to make like mascot platformers in this era, because you had like Jack and Daxter and like Sly Cooper and
that's just my
Ratchet
least
Clank.
That shit is my least favorite shit about video games, and I don't care. I don't care if they're like, if any people are like, oh, this was a good game. I don't care.
Rayman's a part of that shit too. Rayman.
The design, yeah. No, the design of like Jack and Daxter and Ratchet and Clank and all that fucking like, it's just fucking. It's just.
But but
it's like Microsoft. I don't know.
It's a generational thing, Like if we had been a lot younger, then those games, that's the brains that they're meant to pattern on, that they're meant to work on, the same way that Sonic the Hedgehog was patterned and worked on my brain.
I mean, I know so many people that really love those games.
Ratchet and Clank or Jack and Daxter.
But like, yeah, I mean, honestly, even like. I'm just not a big 3D platformer fan in general. I mean, even like Mario 64, I hate to say it, but it just doesn't do a whole lot for me. It's a great game, but it's just not my wheelhouse. So
no comment.
Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people don't like RPGs or like strategy games.
Yeah, well, it's just
a lot of the stuff that I like too.
So Nymphia64 says it's because you're not 8 anymore, which I totally understand. But it really isn't even about that, because I would happily play like a platformer game, because I think platformers are fun. Mario continues to be, like, the Super Mario series continues to be a fun series, and is a platformer. There's just something about, like...
Is it the character design, or, like, the world design?
For one, for sure, the character design. But, like, I think it's, like...
I gotta say, I loved Astro's Playroom, and, like, I got that, like... I did get that gaming joy out of it. That's like
Astrobot Playroom, the PS5, it's so good.
It's incredible.
It's mind-blowing.
Really, really good.
Oh, man. So, Tech,
that out for free, but it's
the
awesome.
Astrobot, I know it's like kind of in that genre, but then again, it's not, because at least the Astrobot is cute, and I've been acquainted with him for several systems and iterations. The one on the PS5, you, like, collect every piece of hardware, gaming hardware, that Sony has ever made. So, like, you go through a level, and then you find, like, a relic, and it's, like, the
PSP
PS1.
GPS unit.
Yeah, and then it's, like, super detailed, and you can rotate around it and, like, zoom in, and you can see all the, like, the bumps where the plastic is, like, grippy, and all the, like, FCC stickers, and it's so good. And then it collects it all in a big room.
I posted a pic of they have the Buster Sword from Final Fantasy VII in the group chat, and then James yelled at me.
Oh.
What did I do?
Yeah, I remember that, yeah. He
said I was being mean.
No, Seppi Starshine says, I played the first 3 Spyro games a lot, and honestly, Spyro actually...
It's an exception.
It's a Super Mario 64, like, it's like PlayStation's version or whatever, but, like, it is an exception because it actually, well, for one, it's good, but two, the character design is something, it's just... There's something about Jack and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank that feels very, like, overly focus grouped to appeal. It lacks like a genuine whimsical soul or spirit, if you will, that like games like Mario or Sonic or even like Spyro possess.
Spyro is
just something that doesn't feel genuine.
Crash Bandicoot.
I think it's because when you make the game, like it's often when they get that popular, it's kind of a happy accident, right? So you can't predict a mascot's going to take off that far. But then you start having people trying to recreate it over and over again, and you're right, it just feels
They've
like
been trying with Bubsy for 25
They're
years
still
now.
trying.
Still won't click.
I remember, but when Spyro came out, and it's important to remember that when like Mario 64 came out, like yes, 3D games existed, but 3D Mario games did not. And there's a reason. Like that game is so old. Play another game from that year that like came out for any console, and tell me if you're still gonna sit down on your Switch and like grind out 120 stars in it. Like probably
it's a
won't.
Stunning game.
It's
definitely
ridiculous.
Not saying that I don't like it. I'm just saying that the genre is not for me.
Right. But I'm just saying that like Spyro came out around the same time, and it was one of the only Mario clones that like understood what made Mario fun. whereas a lot
Yeah.
of those games like did not. Like Gex and Croc, for example,
Right.
didn't understand
Not- yeah.
the controls.
Croc.
But like Spyro, it
Yes.
worked with analog sticks. It was easy
talk
to
about-
turn around, you know? Like you
Well,
didn't.
what about Banjo-Kazooie?
Oh, Banjo-Kazooie was... So that was like the evolution because it was an in-house Nintendo developer. Like Banjo-Kazooie was really the spiritual successor to Mario 64 in a lot of ways. And really
So what's
surpassed
cool? What's cool about it is that Banjo-Kazooie never felt like it was being. It didn't have that forced feel of like trying to emulate something and become like Jak and Daxter is, or like Ratchet and Clank is like calling your search engine Bing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's like you're just, or calling your product, your music player Zune. Like there's just these words that are like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
But like
I agree with
even
you.
Google,
Stop
like
trying
there
to
was
make Zune a thing.
like there was a reason why like the company called themselves Google because it was like a huge number and like it meant something,
Right.
you know, and
Right.
because that was successful, like whoa, everything has to be an adjective or you know a verb, you know, like we have to Bing it, we have to Zune it. It's like
Yeah.
we gotta Ratchet and Clank it. But you know, Spyro also might have resonated with. Well, Spyro had a lot of great collecting, which is the best part of any 3D platformer. I didn't like the linear style ones. I wanted to explore massive 3D virtual worlds. That was a lifelong obsession of mine. But Spyro also looked like Figment from Imagination Worlds, and I had gone to Disney World when I was 6. And I had this is deep. I had a Figment hand puppet from Disney World. That ride and experience is probably long since forgotten. Any fans of? I'm gonna have to look it up here.
The PC box art and probably
Ooh,
Saturn
actually,
box
this is
too, for
scarier than I remember.
for Panzer Dragoon. The tagline is "Blast through mystical and surreal worlds."
So there's Spyro. Here's Figment from the Imagination Land ride at Disney World,
Wow.
which I think just might have been someone. You know, I deleted my Reddit account. Someone get on there, okay? Pretty sure this is where Spyro the Dragon came from. I had Figment merch similar to this. So yeah, this apparently is something that's lost to time.
Figment clickbait.
So
Yeah.
it reminds me of the show that my little cousins used to watch when I babysit them, called Dragon Tales.
Oh yeah.
I swear I've only seen the show, you know, maybe a handful of times, but I can recall the theme song immediately. It's like Dragon Tales, it's almost time for Dragon Tales.
It also kind
I
of
hate it.
reminds me of like Eureka's Castle too. You remember that?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
And because that was puppet shit. And
Yeah.
Pull this up here. Only 90s kids, am I right?
Right.
This is
That's
Spyro
how-
now. Feel old yet?
Yeah, Magellan. Magellan from Eureka's Castle. Also very similar to Figment. This guy is my spirit animal.
I don't know any of these.
I learned the words
Could have
bog.
only worked in the 80s.
I learned the words bog and quagmire. Because
Quagmire,
of,
yeah.
Yeah, because of the characters on that show.
And they were really
Awesome.
into peanut butter. And at the start of every episode, he was like, "Bring the peanut butter jar." And then she's
Oh
like,
my
"Which
God.
one?" And he says, "I don't know. Bring all of them." And that was their thing, is that they ate peanut butter like from the jar.
I was just telling James that I made a smoothie earlier. I put some peanut butter in post blend, you know, kind of give myself something to chew on. And I'm positive a big glob of it is still stuck in the back of my throat. It just feels like I
Ew.
can't get it out, no matter what I do.
Well, maybe we
Driving me
should
nuts.
cleanse your palate with some tunes.
Ah,
Excellent
that's a
transition.
very clever boy. Here, I accidentally
water.
messed this up real quick. I
You should have
two,
water.
Oh yeah, James, did you send me songs? I
Oh
don't
yeah,
know.
water.
Drink
No,
some
I
water.
did.
Anyone in the chat, have a glass of water. This is your daily reminder to drink
yeah, I
some
got
water.
Oh, I think I
Stay
did that.
hydrated.
Stay hydrated.
hydrated.
I lost the browser window. I accidentally clicked out of it.
God.
It's fine too. You don't gotta worry about it,
I'm
man.
thirsty to see your picks this week.
That's very cute of you. Oh, here it is. Browser view. There we go.
And
My taste has been quite dry lately.
your picks will define which Power
There
Ranger
we
you
go.
are.
Oh, okay. So this is what's
Sweet.
going to determine.
So you've added them to the playlist, right?
Yeah, I added him to the playlist.
So you don't call him Lord Z?
No, it's I get it.
Because his name. Yeah, all right.
Canadian.
U.S. version.
That was a bad faith argument, and I don't engage in those. Thank you very much. So,
Wow.
Speaking of Zed, I remember Zed, the DJ. He had a profile on Tinder that would show up back when I used Tinder like a billion years ago or whatever, and it would be, you would think that you were seeing Zed's profile, but it was an advertisement, and I was always creeped out by the whole concept of like trying to sell your music through this fucking weird dating app. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I think you'd want you to like
music on Pornhub.
Yeah, it's like
Zed
I mean,
makes.
that might be
I'm
good.
about to drop a Pornhub exclusive album. Just wait.
you can't drop anything on there unless you're verified now.
How do you know I'm not?
You got to take a
I didn't
DP
say
and send
anything.
it to him. So
What do
I
you
think of you have to take a DP and send it to them to get verified. Then you have to go to their offices and it has to
Wow.
match.
With your driver's license next to it. Yeah.
God.
So we're going to be talking about the Neo Gaia Fantasy Weekly playlist now. So who's going first, and what are we figuring out about each other?
Well, I believe Kevin should go first since he was actually the first one to offer me the songs.
Did
Okay.
everyone go home and listen to Good Christian Men Rejoice from the Winter
I
Lead
still
Up?
haven't.
It's
I haven't.
good, man. You dig it.
I haven't done it. Oh, okay. So what your picks define your Power Ranger?
Right.
Okay. So let's go to the top. I put them all at the top.
So
number
I was watching. God, I don't remember what I was watching, but
Good stuff.
I was watching something on YouTube, and then the Cornelius Tiny Desk concert popped up like on autoplay, and it's so amazing. It's so good. And I went on Spotify because I wanted to just listen to the audio, while I was doing other stuff, but didn't want to have the YouTube video up. And then I found this album, and for some reason I never had jammed this one. It's like live versions and remixes after his last album, Mellow Waves. And this is a Drake cover of Passion Fruit, and it's amazing. I really liked the Yeezy's cover of Passion Fruit, but I like Cornelius's version more, I gotta say. It's better. So listen to that. I somehow forgot there was a new Avalanches record, but our friend Ryan St. Pepsi is a big Avalanches fan, and I think I was just kind of I subbed to Ryan's Patreon, and I was in his Discord just kind of like looking around. I was like, oh yeah, there's a new Avalanches record. I was doing some chores, so I threw it on, and this particular song jumped out at me, and the sample, I can't figure it out, but I know it from somewhere.
Were you sharpening swords and polishing your armor? Is that what
Yes.
chores are like for Equip?
Yeah, putting together new chainmail, link by link.
One link at a time.
Do you think that St. Pepsi is actually on that song under the name Cola Boy?
Wow. Yeah, I would hope so. I'm guessing that's Mick Jones from The Clash,
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
or Mick Jones from Gorillaz, I should say.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, Snoop Dogg from the Gorillaz.
Wait, isn't he in Modest Mouse? Or is that the guy from the Smiths?
No.
No.
Wait,
I'm
wait.
like as
Seriously?
added to the band. Yeah, there was like a guitarist from a famous, I think, '80s band that was added to Modest Mouse's lineup. I'm almost positive.
Oh, that's the guy from The Smiths.
Yeah, I think it's the guy from the Smiths.
And it's, I can't remember his name,
so sad.
but I know who you're talking about.
Everything's coming together,
you-
falling apart.
I need to help to ID the sample. Because
Mark liked that one.
Okay, we need help IDing. the
Fucking
sample.
people over. What's up?
Basically, I kept like I could hear the phrase in my head where the sample was taken from, but like not enough for me to like figure out where it came from. And I didn't really think to Google it and look it up. It's probably all common knowledge, but it sounded like a U.S. Girls sample almost. And then that leads me to the next track, which is.
Speaking of, so let's keep it moving. Keep it moving.
Yeah, I didn't even realize there was a new U.S. Girls album that came out this year until I saw it on like, and maybe it was on like a Kotaku like list or something. I don't know. I just don't really catch up with like music journalism online, so I didn't know about it and I didn't see it on Spotify. But man, that opening track is just so good. And Tech went up to me and said that he's already put it on the playlist before. So
I put it on a long time ago. Long-time fan certainly remember.
Just for the record, Tech is cooler than me, and he's known about U.S.
How many swords do you own again?
For longer. But yeah, just sick track. The video is really cool too. It's got like green screened like mouths and boots and stuff.
Oh, he's just saying that because he wants to be
really
a
weird
ranger.
Yeah.
So, are you gonna give us our answer
running.
now, Tech?
Yeah, so I think we need to collectively decide here which Power Ranger Kevin is based on his selections. I know what I think he should be.
So I guess it's a Carpenter sample. Okay, God, yeah, it's the Carpenter song that I couldn't stop listening to this summer. That totally makes sense.
Well, Tech.
Close to you, I think.
Okay, I'll listen. James, what's your answer? What do you think?
Well, so I was gonna say Green Ranger because the Green Ranger was also the White Ranger, and the Passion Fruit cover is white, and you said Heavy Light kind of sounds like white.
Well, $4 American is green.
And then,
green
right.
money.
That was That also
Yeah.
$4 American is green. Greenbacks, green, white.
The green screen that he was mentioning in the
Green screen
video.
that you talked about.
The green with jealousy. Many of fellow Plunderphonics fans feel of the Avalanche's popularity.
That's a good one. I like that.
So yeah, I say Green Ranger 2. Mark, what do you think? Doesn't matter, but what do you think?
Overruled. Just kidding.
I was gonna. Wow. I was just gonna.
What were you gonna?
I was gonna say Green Ranger.
Ding ding ding.
I wasn't listening. Sorry.
Oh wow.
No, just
Reminds me of a tweet I saw that said, Green Ranger has a dagger that is a flute that sounds like a synthesizer patch trying to sound like a trumpet. He plays his dragon dagger with his helmet on with gloves.
Very true. Oh, I like this. Ooh.
They really had to over emote since you can't see their, that's face.
So,
moving on. All right, well, let's get started with my first pick, which is
you boy.
Let's get started by Death's Dynamic Shroud from Neon Genesis Evangeli. I can pick this. I didn't work on it, but this song just owns. It just slams. It's
Here
like
we go.
We need to add this to the live set.
Yeah, we can do that.
You know what I mean? That would be so.
And we could play the Sonic 3 bass part, because this actually says a Sonic the Hedgehog 3 sample in it. That's just the bass. That I ripped on his own using the Audio Overload software, which is still available from the Mac App Store. You can get it, and it will play, and you can isolate the channels and all of your favorite old video game music files that you downloaded from Zophar's domain. Also still exists.
Yeah.
I was on there yesterday.
It's really good. He has a web player for all of those soundtracks now, and you can download the individual tracks as the original data file or as like an MP3. It's actually super sick.
Wait, what is this for?
Zophar's Domain.
Oh yeah, awesome.
So
It used to be just a big spreadsheet, table, but now it's like a full integrated web player. You can just use it to listen to video games.
Dude, the moment that Zophar's Domain gets fucking copyright stricken, shut down or something, will be a loss as catastrophic as what.cd.
Seriously, yeah. So this is it right here, everyone. It's
super comprehensive.
Zophar's Domain. They don't have ROMs, but they have every emulator known to humankind. It's probably not pretty up to date. Everyone just uses whatever. But it's really cool because if you go to under music at the top there, it brings you to their music portal. So you can select a system, let's say Nintendo Wii. And
I love the ideas of making Square album art by just squashing the box art to fit a square.
So like Boom Blocks.
That's how my iTunes library is.
Here's the OST to Boom Blocks. You can listen to it. You can download it. Download as MP3s. Download original music files from the disc. Every track.
Man,
with
awesome.
I made the Mega CD Wave mixtape entirely off of Zophar. I was gonna rip them from the sound test on the actual Sega CD, like burning discs off and then ripping them.
It's all the same stuff.
I was like, Zophar's already done it, and these are like data files ripped from the ROM. And the best part is you can preview them. You can freaking preview them in the browser.
Yeah. So big ups.
God, there's always someone complaining about something. Why ZZY? From YouTube said no middies.
No middies. Get them somewhere else. Write your own. This is incredible. Like, God, this is like, you could put out 2,000 vaporwave albums with just this soundtrack alone.
Yeah.
So we're talking about millions and billions of vaporwave albums.
My next album's got a Zophar feature.
Zophar.
The man himself.
Let's track down Zophar. Let's get Zophar on this show. Let's interview
get him on
Zophar.
the show.
I would love
he's
to interview.
on it.
That would be awesome.
Zophar, we're only one song through mine, so let's keep going here.
God.
Next up, we got Dorian by Fake Fever. Some of you may be familiar with Fake Fever in the chat, as he has been playing a bunch of those URL shows throughout the COVID era of vaporwave. But Dorian is my favorite song on that album, and that album rules. It's on BizCash, and it's good. And Fake Fever, a cool guy, nice guy, funny guy, talented. He's a talented boy. And finally, we got Just One Look by Doris Troy. This is an oldie but a goodie. It's a malt shop type song. It's one of my favorites, and just one listen is all you'll need. So you tell me.
I don't know. I'm not really feeling this one. I'm not super into Power Rangers.
Hey, blame Mark.
Yeah, it's my fault. I couldn't even think of. I just had to say, parrot you guys for Green Ranger for the last one.
I know.
No idea.
Maybe Black Ranger.
Yeah.
Because
the Black album cover there.
Well, yeah, just based on the album art alone, it's like the black fields in Let's Get Started, and so I don't know. And you also have two. I don't know if you can create a ranger by thinking about the format of having two small cropped portraits surrounded by a field of. Was that just a coincidence here, Tech? That it went down like that?
Yeah, it just went down like that.
So I'm gonna go with Black Ranger.
Okay.
Fair enough.
But I will, the Black Ranger.
So no challenge to that.
So I'm not gonna be, Wait, the Black Ranger in the movie. I'm the Black Ranger from the movie.
The first movie?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Isn't it the same as the one in the show? Zach?
No. Totally different cast in the movie.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like the second gen Power Rangers, right?
It was whack because, maybe I just remember being pissed when the movie came out because I was like, why are they all fucking different actors?
I think they like switch.
Was it like Sarah McLachlan in it or something?
I think that's how they introduced the second season of Power Rangers characters or something. Because they always switch over every season, and then like occasionally they'll have like they'll bring a character back. I don't want to derail it too much, but do you remember? You probably don't remember. I remember there was a contest you could enter to become a Power Ranger.
To become
be on the show. You could enter a contest to be a Power Ranger and be on the show. And then like the next season of Power Rangers, they had a little kid Power Ranger. But then like when he morphed, he got big.
Well, it got way better after they kept the normal format, but then they started like trying to switch it up, so they were like traveling through time. Do you know like the Time Force, Power Rangers Time Force? That's like season 3 or 4 or something, right?
I kind of remember the time. I remember like just up until
it has a terrible theme song.
When they're in
like,
space.
It's like Time Force, Time Force, Power Rangers Time Force.
I do remember the song that James started to sing. The
we're in trouble. Something's going on. Burst our bubble. Yeah. That was a contest to be in a music video for the Power Rangers movie.
Too sick.
Mm-hmm.
I thought a famous musician was in the Power Rangers movie.
Yeah, it was Tom Petty.
Nice.
So my choices. It's not. He's in The Postman, though.
Okay.
And Kevin Costner's like, I remembered you. You were someone famous. He's like,
oh my
none of that
God.
matters anymore, man. And then after he like saves the town or whatever, he's like, no, man, you're famous.
Oh my God.
The Postman
oh my God.
is a
that happens?
Yeah. Well, we're kind of we're experiencing what life feels like when the postal system breaks down. So it does kind of feel like we're in a post-apocalyptic nightmare right now. I apologize.
Tom Petty doesn't even feel that famous anymore.
He was pretty.
Wow.
He was pretty famous, for a while there. He's in Traveling Wilburys.
Yeah, he was very famous. I've heard of him. So what do we got next?
I think everyone knows Last Dance with Mary Jane and Horses. So it looks like mine are next. So I have Just Like a Magic from Sonic Module, which I was really happy to see that this was on Spotify now. Sonic Module is a album released on a friend of the show's label, Local Visions. So straight from Japan.
Yes.
Here's some amazing chiptune kind of funky Kraftwerk bumpers. It's like Kraftwerk meets Sega Genesis music, kind of. Really great stuff. This particular song is a favorite of mine. Then I was struggling to come up with other stuff because I was doing it real fast. So I just looked at my play history. I did listen to the Oblivion soundtrack recently, as I continue to do as a part of my life. It's just a part of the life that I lead, is that I sometimes listen to the Oblivion soundtrack. And for those who are in the DDS Discord, I do keep my Spotify linked, so you can always keep an eye on what whack shit I'm listening to. As another benefit of the DDS fan club.
Damn, we should do that too.
It's fun. Yeah, you just link your account and then it becomes your status, whatever you're listening to. So
that's awesome.
And then finally I picked Come With Us by the Chemical Brothers. Chemical Brothers, one of my favorite all-time acts. I really liked them when I was in high school. It was like unbelievable music back circa 2000. I would hear it and be like, I don't know how they do this. This is so awesome though. And so mad props to the Chemical Brothers. Big fan of those big psychedelic builds and
rockin' beats.
Yeah.
Look, I'm gonna be honest. This one's a no-brainer for me.
This is a no-brainer.
It's Blue Ranger. Yeah.
Is it?
Got a video game soundtrack. Nerd.
Yeah.
Chip
Sonic module.
Sonic. Yeah. Module. It's all techie stuff.
Yeah.
And then the Chemical Brothers. They don't even use real instruments. They use computers and chemicals, and they're in a laboratory. They're in the lab cooking up beats. So for sure, science nerd stuff. You're
Here he is.
without the shadow of a doubt.
Mark, what do you think?
Treble clef.
Yeah, the bongo clef, right? Will be that people will 20 years from now. People will be like, "What was the episode where the bongo clef started?" Is that...
Self-mythologizing this.
So yeah, I'm on my second watch through the Neo Gaias. I didn't realize that bongo clef went back that far, man. It's crazy. All right, and then finally,
Mark, this is it. It all comes down to you.
It all comes down to you.
That's me.
Oh boy.
Okay, what did I put on here? I sort of was on the spot, so I just put on stuff that I thought Tech would make fun of me for. So, yeah. So first track is lo-fi type beat, which is obviously some kind of play on words by someone who makes lo-fi type beats, but also knows that everybody makes lo-fi type beats and that they're very ubiquitous now. So they made a beat to subvert that by being self-aware. I guess that's the title. The track itself is definitely a lo-fi type beat.
It's just adult contemporary for a new generation. It's true. It's the same vibe, and it's all good.
Music for the Gen Z.
And I don't remember is the artist, and he's kind of I don't know much about him, but he's like a holdover from the SoundCloud era for me, where I just like hear stuff and be really inspired by it and not know how it was made or who made it or where, which I really loved. And it's less so with Spotify, like that now. There's kind of like everyone's like, check out my new EP scheduled to drop on this day and all that kind of stuff. Whereas SoundCloud is like, post it like 1 a.m. and hopefully people love it. And but he's on Spotify now, despite having thousands of samples and all of his stuff. So
it's a week of firsts.
And then the other one is Eidolons. I'm guessing that Tech pronounced this word Eidolons.
I think they say Eidolons.
They say it in the voice hack thing.
Yeah.
In Final Fantasy 13.
And 13.
Yeah.
I definitely love the Eidolons in that game, and I like the music, and obviously the entire soundtrack to that game is great. And isn't
Ifrit like a motorcycle in that game or something?
No, Shiva is two motorcycles.
That's
yeah,
cool.
two motorcycles.
Whatever.
It's
Shiva sisters. They're like, I have like that soundtrack in my rotation because, like I said earlier, I'm trying to make a nice, memorable, beautiful soundtrack, and I listen to other people's music to be like, wow, what am I trying to do here? How could I ever get this level of memorable, beautiful composition? But yeah, obviously the Final Fantasy music is a huge inspiration. And then Hauschka track, which is from his like first prepared piano album. And the reason that this is actually in here is because I don't know if you guys know the Spitfire sound libraries and like sampled synth libraries. It's like a big company for making sampled synth, and they recently, or not so recently, made a Hauschka pack of instruments, which is super cool because he really is kind of a pioneer in recent prepared piano, if you can call anyone a pioneer who isn't like John Cage or whatever in prepared piano. But like he made a lot of interesting stuff, putting like vibrators and ping pong balls inside fucking gigantic expensive pianos. And
it all started one day when he was carrying his toolbox by the piano and he tripped.
I mean, and his stuff has a cinematic quality to it, which really evokes a lot of emotion, which is why he went on to make soundtracks for movies. So like, I'm always listening to Hauschka music, always.
What James is doing right now is
the last part of what James is doing.
I'm listening.
Those are my selections. So
I don't know that Mark. I vote for Red Ranger for Mark because
now why?
Okay, so you got all the qualities of a fearless leader. Okay, you've got lo-fi type beat, which is by a guy that brazenly uses samples uncleared and puts it on Spotify. That's fearless. And then you've got Eidolons, which are powerful summoned entities, and some might even say gods in a way, which is also the qualities of a fearless leader.
Being a god is a quality of a leader.
Yes, and then you get Hauschka,
yes,
who's a pioneer at the modern ping pong ball piano method. So I vote for Red Ranger for Mark.
It's
your
James, what's your take?
I'm going to agree just because we are running over. And
Yep,
also, it will really kind of complete the...
Red Ranger it is.
Okay.
I'll
take it.
Bump your head up like you're Mario. Boing. Boing.
I believe the actor that played Jason went on to do adult films.
Oh yeah, well I think that was just a rumor. I thought.
Have you checked out the photos?
No, maybe it was real.
Pretty
What kind of
spit
photos?
image.
Okay.
No, let us know your password for your verified porn.
They're not safe
Yeah.
for work. I'll warn you.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me just finish this here.
Well, honestly, I would have voted for Pink Ranger because I'm pretty sure she went on. She was a Canadian actress who went on to be in a bunch of Canadian soap operas.
And a musician.
And our friend Mark is also Canadian.
Fellow Canadian.
She was a musician. I remember going to her website.
Piano recitals.
Like 15 years ago or something. You're like, what's she up to? And yeah, she had music out.
She's made the Pink Ranger project.
Yes, yes, she became a vaporwave. Anyway, so that's the show, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. From all.
Oh my god.
The black one really is my favorite. But...
It's clearly like DDS and then like amazing Mark and Kevin and their like crazy ass fucking vinyl project. And we're like, hey, join our tape club. Anyway, with that, I just want to say.